Hello and welcome back to Gucci's Kitchen. If you are just stopping by, thank you for tuning on. For my oldies, thank you. I hope you are getting ready for Christmas. Yeah, I'm going to be sharing with us a very delicious oil stew. So we used fish for this oil stew recipe and it came out very delicious, and I'm sure you would love to see how I went about it. This is for your beans, and also you can use it to eat rice. You can also use it to make some of your egg sauce and you will love it. Come on guys, let's get right into the video. So we are using akidi for this beans recipe. It's a very good beans, very healthy recipe. Okay, so I'm going to pour my beans into the boiling water. So we're going to add these beans to the pot. So just go ahead like so and add your beans to the boiling water and allow it to parboil first. Then you can rinse it off and start cooking proper. Let's close it up. We'll check it in 10 minutes. 10 minutes later, guys, this is our beans. It's been nicely parboiled. I've washed it out, rinse it nicely, and I'm going to add my onion. Add your onion. This will help your beans to cook nicely and very tender. Add your salt to taste and then go in with some warm water just to enable the cooking to be more faster. So yeah, you're going to see how nice these beans will come to look very soft and delicious. I'm going to close it up. Make sure your water is above the beans just like so, and then you just make sure your water is above the beans just like this. Can you see? And then cover your beans. So we're going to cover it and allow it to cook. I'm going to come back to check these beans in 30 minutes. We're going to check the beans. Okay. So here on my other side of the stove, I'm cooking my tomatoes. So here I have bell peppers and some onion cooking and some tomatoes. But I want to add some more, which I'm going to be showing you right away. So this is my defrost tomato puree with all of those good stuffs in it, but it's not going to be enough for what I want to cook. I'm going to blend fresh items and add to it. Remember, we are making fish stew, right? Yeah, so you need some chilies. If you don't need chilies, that's your choice, but for me, if I'm making fresh fish, if I'm making fish sauce, I like to go in with all of this when I'm making my fish sauce. So I have some green chilies here, I have some tomatoes, and I have enough onion, which is always the best way you can go about your fish sauce. So I'm going to blend all of this together. I have garlic, I have ginger here, I have spring onion here, and I have some herbs. All of these are my herbs. I have some rosemary here, I have some scent leaf, I have basil, I have spring onion. So if you don't have scent leaf where you are, don't worry about it. Basil or mint will do this sauce for you. You can use basil, you can use mint, you can use scent leaf if you have scent leaf, you can use fresh thyme if you have fresh thyme, but I like to use rosemary. I love rosemary a lot. So these are all the herbs I'm going to be adding to the blend, and yeah, we're going to use all of this. This is our fish stew recipe. You are going to love this. You are just going to love it. So let's blend, guys, and add to the other blend that is already cooking on the stove. this can get to know each other. When you do this for your fish recipe, you will get the best out of it. Trust me. With all of those herbs, you are sure you are eating a healthy sauce. You can use it for your beans, you can use it for your rice, you can use it for yam, you can use it for plantain, unripe plantain, and so on. Yeah. So this is all of our blends. I'll allow everything to cook for some minutes. Yeah, and then we'll start making our stew base so we can enjoy this deliciousness. So all of my peppers are cooking nicely. I reduced the light because I don't want it to splash all over the place. So guys, we'll come back to check these peppers, okay? So we are making fish sauce for beans recipe. This is the fish I am using, sea bass, and this fish is I'll show you this fish when I open it up, okay? This fish is one fish I used to like back then in Nigeria. Even though it's not always sweet, but I season it to my taste and it's always very, very delicious. Trust me. We are also going to be using croaker fish. This is the tiny bit croaker, okay? So I'm just going to open them up so you can see. So I'm going to add my fish to the bowl. I'm using this fish. It is called pala back in Nigeria. If you know this fish, let me know in the comment section. So here is our fishes. I'm going to be using croaker fish. And then I'm going to be using banla fish. If you know this fish, back in Nigeria we used to call it banla fish. It's stockfish kind of. It doesn't have a sweet taste. You have to season it to make sure it comes out delicious and very tasty. Okay, so yeah, we are using 2 fishes for this fish stew. It is fish sauce recipe. So we are using croaker fish also. I'm going to rinse them up and allow it to drain water while I marinate before we start grilling it. Stay. Seasoning your fish. You can go ahead with any of the seasoning you see on the table for seasoning your fish, okay? I have ginger powder, I have my cloves in here, and I have my cumin, I have my onion powder. Here we have pink salt. You can use any salt of your choice anyways. And then we have paprika, we have thyme, and I went ahead to season with garlic powder and a little bit of curry. That is because the pala fish doesn't have a taste, so you have to season it very well so it can give you a nice taste if you're using pala fish. But yeah, these are all I use. You can choose not to add all of these seasonings, but just add any one of your choice. But this is just me trying to show you what I used, okay? So here are my fishes. I've added all my seasonings, so just go ahead and mix nicely. Let this fish get all of those seasonings. Once this fish gets all of those seasonings, you are sure that it's going to come out very tasty and very delicious. So I'm going to mix it nicely so that it will be well incorporated before we set it in the oven. Mix it nicely. Make sure everything is nicely incorporated, just like so that the fish can come out very tasty. This particular fish does not have any single taste whatsoever, so you really need to season it in such a beautiful way that you're going to enjoy the tastes. But croaker has a good taste, but you just have to season your fish nicely. And here is the second tray, nicely seasoned. This has been marinating. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven as our oven is ready. Okay, put it on 350, put it on 400, depending on what you want, depending on your oven. Set it in like so and allow it to cook. So for this stew we are using oil. palm oil, and we're going to be adding some little groundnut oil, which I've gone ahead to do. I added a little groundnut oil. So here is our iru and some onion. We're going to go in with this, and we're going to add all of this. This is my basil, scent leaf, and my rosemary. Go in with all of this. Next you want to go in with is this. Add everything in and allow it to simmer for 60 seconds. Let it simmer for 60 seconds, then we'll add our peppers. Fam, everything here smells so divine. Go in with your tomato paste if you want to. You can skip it if you don't want to. For this very recipe I'm making, I'm using tomato paste. I have other fish stew on my channel which I didn't add tomato paste, okay? So you can go ahead and add tomato paste, you can skip it. But for this very fish stew, I am using tomato paste. Once you add your tomato paste, give it a little taste by adding some salt to it. The salt will help get rid of that bitter taste that comes with tomato paste. Mix everything in nicely. Mix everything in nicely. Look at that. And you see, I haven't even added everything and it's already looking very delicious. 10 minutes later, I'm going to start adding all of my fresh pepper blend. I'm making a big pot of this stew so it can last for me and my family. So mix everything in nicely. Look at that deliciousness. Look at this pot of goodness. This is my oil sauce for beans, my oil fish sauce. Let's cover it and give it some time. So here is my fish broth. I'm going to add it into the stew. Once you add this fish broth, do not add any other seasoning. Remember, you have gone ahead to season your fish very, very nicely. This is so you can hear the good taste of your fish stew. Add it in like so. Guys, this tastes so delicious. My kitchen smells so amazing. Can use this for rice, for yam, for beans, for potatoes, for plantain, ripe and unripe. It's so delicious, guys. So delicious. So good, guys. Cover it up. So I'm going to be going into the stew with these vegetables, but I'm going to blanch this vegetable first. So I'll go ahead and blanch this for like 7 minutes and then we'll add it to the stew. The sauce is ready. So guys, our fishes are ready. Here's the second tray. I'm going to add it into the stew. For your fish stew, you can go in with any type of fish. Guys, here I have my fish in, and trust me, this will infuse a lot of deliciousness into this fish, and the stew will be so delicious. I didn't add any other seasoning. Remember, I seasoned my fish. I seasoned my fish very well. I didn't have to put any other seasoning here. But yeah, our stew is ready. Do you prefer to fry your fish for your fish stew, or do you prefer to just, bake your fish? I'm going to add this in. I like to smoke my fish for real. That way, I am sure of healthy food. So yeah, we have our steamed vegetables in here, and yeah, our fish stew is ready. This is so good. Guys, it smells so delicious in my kitchen right now. Guys, trust me. If you go about your fish stew this way, you will love it. This is another recipe on how you can make your fish stew. I hope you have loved this video. I'm about to serve hubby now. Isn't this amazing? Our beans is ready. We are eating this deliciousness with beans. Let me show you our beans. Ta-da, ta-da-da-da. Our beans is ready. So we're going to be enjoying this deliciousness with this. You can eat with plantain. You can eat with anything. You can even use it for sandwich. Make your bread and you will love it. Our stew is ready. Ready, ready, ready. I don't like my vegetables black. I like it green. That's why I like to blanch. So I hope you try this Gucci steam. Be loving, be kind, be merciful. God loves the merciful hearts. I'm going to show you how we are going to be eating this deliciousness. Enjoy this video and thank you for staying. See you in my next video. Bye bye. See you soon.